Hello, hello, how's it going everyone? Back again for another episode. And here, seems like in my beach house, well, not much of a house here, but it is certainly something. We've got some windows, I've begun the basement here, some sort of a basement. You can see, I guess you could call it a cellar. I think that's the word for like basements like this, and we've got stylish single glass door with plenty of windows, so more than enough sunlight, though obviously if you have rain, maybe it's not the best house to be in, since there are some openings, I'm not gonna lie, but we also have a balcony here, so you can admire the view with some flowers and stuff like that. Definitely looking nice here. So, what should we do today? I'm not entirely sure. We've done a lot. Planted trees, improved the tower, and I think it's about time to go back to the dungeon. Oh yeah, last episode I was collecting clay, which is real nice. I may use it later on, but not yet. I first have to, I think I have to smelt it, right? And then also turn it into the bricks, clay bricks. And yeah, that's a process. That's definitely a process. Anyways, going to place all of the unnecessary items back into the chest and see what we've got. We don't have, to be honest, I need cobblestone. I don't have any cobblestone. I didn't know that such a time would come that I would say I don't have cobblestone, but it did. I had not a single block of cobblestone in my inventory. So, heading back into the dungeon, what I'll obviously need is lots of pickaxes. I'm preparing just that, but not only pickaxes. Obviously I also will need torches. So here we go. Nice. Back into the dungeon we go. I think the last floor was 16, so the next one will be 17, close to 20th floor. Just 3 more floors, I suppose, if my calculations are correct, even if that's not much of a calculation necessary. And the way down here is getting longer and longer every time I dig additional floor. Here's the copper brick that I cannot move, very unfortunate. And this is floor 16. It's done, as you can see. The glass slabs are in place. That's good. Time to close it up. And okay, so seems like for the floor 17 I'll have to dig a bit. Oh, wait just a moment. I do believe we've got a problem here, and the problem is that I've started digging over to that side and I haven't removed all of the cobblestone on top of it, so I will have not much of an idea when to stop digging over to that side, because you know I want to keep the staircase exactly the same dimensions. I don't want to go further, or I don't want to come up short. So to do that I'll need, let's see, I'll need to remove all of this excess cobblestone that's on top, so I can see this wall right here. That means, this wall means that I need to stop digging here and then turn back the other way. So we have some work to do, definitely. And let's see. Let me just fix. Okay, nice. Let me just fix one or two things, and I've just done that. It's time to dig. Where do I even start? To be honest, I'm not sure. I probably should go evenly. Both of these rows need to go. Honestly, everything here needs to go. Absolutely everything. Like this and this, like these two blocks, every layer has to go pretty much. As I said, I need to see that wall when I'm digging further downwards. If I don't see it, I don't know when to turn back and begin digging the other way. Good thing about it is that the dungeons to my right currently will provide light, since the torches are open like this. That means I won't be needing to place too many torches, if any. Maybe I may get away without placing any torches, to be honest, at all. So yeah, seems like there's been some cobblestone placed here. Most likely, possibly because there were some coal blocks which I wanted to have, so I dug it out and fixed the empty space with some cobblestone out of my inventory, which is the usual way to fix things that just need filling up. You just fill it in with leftover cobblestone. Nice. So that row to my left has been dug. Now I'll go all the way through this one and then just descend the layers downwards. That's all we need to do. Keep that up, and at some point I'll probably be able to start digging the floors once again, though this will probably take this entire day for me to dig, and most likely tomorrow as well, and possibly additional days, depending on how much cobblestone I have to dig out. So far it seems like right now, quite a lot. And if I want to go even further downwards, it will be even more than that. So yeah, I could be staying here removing all this excess cobblestone for a decently long time, which adds up. If I didn't have to manage the staircase like this, I would definitely be further along with my floors. I would be inclined to say that if I didn't have to manage my staircase, digging all the excess cobblestone around it, I would be at about floor 20, 21 maybe even by now, since it really does add up over time. A day here, a day there, and you've got 3 days. 3 days on average, 4 days is how long it takes to dig out and prepare the entire floor. So when when you set aside 1-2 days every month or so for the staircase maintenance or construction works, you could say, then it all adds up. Even if at first it seems not so much, but later on it really piles up and you are left with lots of time, well, wasted. You could say wasted, but it's not really wasted. It's something that you should do, as well, it helps you, if it helps the staircase area look cleaner. So yeah. Oh, did I dig a bit too much? Let me see. I think so. Like these torches, I should leave those, but not here. I think these torches need to be right here on these stairs. Yep, because otherwise I would need to leave a lot of blocks. Well, you know what I mean. I would have to leave another layer of blocks on top of it, even though I want to dig that out. And maybe I'll change something later on. You can always change it, it's not a big deal if I change my mind later. But for now, back to digging. Another layer is going to get dug out. Then, to be honest, it's going quite nice, because here you just have to dig in a straight line. I barely even have to use my mouse, just really small movements. Usually it stays the same and I only have to press move forward button and sometimes move backwards or to the sides, but usually the mouse just stays roughly in the same position and I just approach the next block and start digging it. Well, of course I do need to do something when I have to replace a pickaxe, but it's pretty much nothing compared to how much work sometimes you have when digging hallways. Yeah, hallways. And here we go, another layer is done. That's really good. That's a real good pace, I'd say. I'm happy with how things are going here. And now I have to see how do we go through this. So I leave these stairs, right? Oh, how does it look like on top? I'm not even sure. I'll leave it at that, to be honest. Let's just dig around the floor entrance, and that will be it. So far the layers, as I said, are going quite well. Even with cobblestone pickaxe, they're not that slow. Or maybe I just got used to it. That's also really possible. Because I mean, stone pickaxe, it neither got slower nor faster, but certainly my expectations as to how fast I'm gonna be digging have been adjusted. That's for sure. So maybe along with that, I have deluded myself in thinking, hey, that's pretty fast. Maybe that's not so fast, and probably isn't. But when you don't have anything else to use as a tool for digging, that's what you get. You get, well, this. And I think now, the more I think, the more I kind of am coming up to the fact that, I'm coming to terms with probably the fact that I'm unlikely to be using anything besides cobblestone tools any time, like even in the future. With the amount of digging that I do, honestly, the way I dig, I think, is the biggest problem, and that is that I dig everything. I don't just go straight downwards to get the best materials, the best resources, best blocks. I just dig everything. I see cobblestone, I dig it. I see sandstone, I also dig it. So the tools get a lot of use, and not always good use in terms of gathering useful resources. Sometimes it gathers just cobblestone that I have plenty of. And I guess that's with the way things are going. Like, I had my first copper tin blocks. I've got maybe 10 of each or so, and that has been, I don't know how long did it take me, definitely multiple days of digging, and that's only that much I've got only that much, so unless I get much more in the future, like maybe if it correlates with how deep you are in the dungeon, with how, like, it correlates uh, with how deep you are, as in the deeper you are, the more abundant the resources are. So if that's the case, then maybe it's fine. If not, to me it seems like I will be sticking to my cobblestone pickaxes, and maybe I'll be using iron or something else like bronze, if there is bronze. I'm not even sure. I could be using it at some point, but it's definitely... I would have to probably save up some resources first, then make a batch of pickaxes, and only after I have saved up enough, like maybe let's say 50 pickaxes or so. Okay, let's say 20 at first. Maybe that's a good number. I can start doing something, like really looking at having a digging session with just the iron tools or bronze, if there is bronze. That's the thing, I keep repeating it, but as I said, I'm not sure. But since there is copper and there is tin, so logically maybe there is bronze. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see until we find more copper and more what was it, tin. Okay, so here is another entrance. I'll relocate, move the torches away from those stone blocks, and then here we go, digging another layer. I'm still not down there. There's maybe 5 more layers of cobblestone to get to the bottom of the staircase, but I'll need to go, I think, even further. I'm not even sure, to be honest, but yeah, this is, even when I get to the deepest part of the staircase, that's not it. Pretty much I'll still have to dig quite a lot, and I'll probably not even get to the bottom of this by the end of the day. I've only have a few more minutes, as well as only a few pickaxes, so it all pretty much comes into one big problem: not enough time and not enough pickaxes. So both time and pickaxes have run out. But I mean, I still have two pickaxes, which should last me 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure. And I even have a third one that's, well, slightly used would probably be an understatement, but it's well used. Yep, it's going to break in the next few seconds probably. Oh yeah, it just broke. That's good. This is what I expected. And now onto another layer. 2 last pickaxes. Let's see how far we can go with this one. Oh, look at this. We have a problem in terms of gravel that pretty much stands in my way, and I have to shovel it away. Done just that, and back to digging. More cobblestone will be accumulated in my inventory, which is fine. I guess it's, as a building block, it's alright, but a bit bland. Sometimes it gets a bit boring, though you can use it just as cobblestone or as stone if you smelt it, and then can turn it even into stone brick. So you've got variations of one and the same block, which is real nice. 3 different textures for same block, essentially same block that you have to dig. The base block is cobblestone, and you've got plenty of it. A few more blocks of gravel. I'll finish this layer and that will be it for today. Yep, nice. Done, quite a lot of progress.